So, how's everybody? This is Mike Randolph coming back again. And you know why I'm back? We have another nonprofit that's about to take it to the next level. So, I talk too much, so I'm going to send it over to her. Introduce yourself to the world, what you do, why you do it, and more importantly, why should people invest in you?
Well, thank you, Michael. My name is Ruth. I reside in Tampa currently, but I come from Kenya. And I started my nonprofit. It's called A Step Up for Autism. And it started in 2017. So this nonprofit is actually focused on children or people with autism. So what we do to make it sustainable, I decided to do is like a pageantry, which we have the ones who have autism and the ones who don't have autism participate, and we crown them and advocate for them. At the same time, with all the fundings that we get and donations that we get, we have a free therapy center in Kenya, which provides occupational therapy. Sometimes we have talks with parents, with our psychologists. We have special needs volunteers who come to help with children. And now we started with like 20, but now we are 150 kids who come on regular basis. We don't charge them anything for it. So we hold the event every year. And we also have a run in Kenya. Kenyans are good with running. So yeah, we do a run also in another county in Eldoret. So we also combine the kids, the kids with autism and the ones who don't have, and we give them prizes. We want to sensitize the community, and that's the way to come together. So we looked at the way, how do we spread awareness, because we're still not so behind, but we coming up. We trying to sensitize our communities, especially in the villages where our children are always looked at as like they have a problem with either they've been
so they
associate with witchcraft.
In essence, they're stigmatized.
Yes, there's so much
So that has psychological as well as physiological impact in doing this. So I want folks to understand that this is not about giving them money for a little goody thing, and that's good.
Yeah.
This is about people whose lives basically are being talked about simply because that they're different.
Yes, and it's terrible because and that's why you see it's really, people don't come out. They don't come out. So it takes people like me with a son. I have a son with autism. We come out and try and talk to them to tell them it's okay because of the stigma. And it's culture, because it's been there from time that these children are not, they're either born with a certain cast or something. So the stigma is very high at the countryside. Even if in the city we are trying to do as much as we can. Our Kenyan law at some point didn't have autism as a disability. They just said it as others. So we've been fighting, but for the past 3 years, we really have improved with trying to advocate. Parents like me who are advocating with organizations. So they've started, implementing classrooms in schools just to have these kids in school, even if we're still behind. And it's very difficult for us still to, I can be one person, but it needs a lot of help, which we try, but yeah, we still struggle for that. So awareness, we are actually still doing awareness and just to sensitize our communities, and also to talk to parents, because you'll find that most of parents who have children with disability, they're always like single mothers, because it tends like families are always alienating them because they think that they have a problem or a curse or something, and it's, in African culture, they'll be like, it's even if you tell them, like our grandparents, they'll still hear you, but they'll still think there's something behind it. Yeah,
So you convinced me. So how can people donate? How can people that's looking at you right now and probably have a child or some friend or some cousin, or simply because they have a good heart and they want to have a just world. So how can they get to you, get you some money?
So I am also in Global Giving, where they can donate through Global Giving, Step Up for Autism, or they can reach, we have a link that they can donate internationally to, a number that we use that they can help. Or here I use, they can cash up at Step Up for Autism. The money goes directly to Kenyan, like the therapy center, where because these families actually cater for from poor backgrounds. So you can imagine, like, if they come in the morning, they don't have, most of these families don't even have breakfast. Like, it's maybe they get $2 a week, you know, just to fend for their families. So normally we always
don't move past that. $2 a week.
Yeah, because they don't work. They are always like home with their families.
Okay.
So it's really hard. So if they come, like, what we do is when they come for therapy, we sort food donations sometimes. Right. It's not just about money. Right. So we always request, like, if we get somebody to give us sugar, milk, we make them tea in the morning because they come as early as 6 because sometimes it's so overwhelming. We don't have a lot of volunteers. And everybody wants to get that time, you know, to bring their child. And it's very expensive just to have therapy in Kenya because we don't have a lot of therapy, like behavioral therapists. We have like international, in Kenya in general, we have about not more than 20 speech specialists. It's so overwhelming. So mostly special needs teachers step in. You know, we don't have a lot
of... Tell us again, just before we close out this conversation, where can people get money to you again?
They can donate to Global Giving at Step Up for Autism. We have a link. So if they go to Global Giving and they type Step Up for Autism, we always come up. And if it's here who want to do kind donations, like in Cash App, they can always donate Step Up for Autism too. The money goes directly to my organization in Kenya. So little bit helps a lot. It goes a long way because I'm a mother, so I don't have like donors who constantly do it, but I depend on people who donate here and there, you know, pay rent so that I can keep the roof for the children. So yeah, so that's what I do. I don't look at it like it's about what I get, but what I can do for them. So yeah, they come every morning, have breakfast, something to eat so that they can at least, you know, so that they can have a meal or even a snack just to keep it going.
One thing we want to do is to work with you and bring some money into your organization. As stated earlier, what we do pretty much do is provide technical assistance to nonprofits that's just getting started up, to build them up to capacity. So many people have so many things that they want to do, changes that they want to make. And what we do is to work with Ruth to take it to the next level. So I appreciate your conversation. We're definitely going to be posting this on our Facebook and other social media. And right now we're in probably about 30 states in the United States, so they're going to get a chance to see that as well. So thanks again.
Thank you.